Inside your hip, right? Because you got to have the elbow inside of your body. It's got to be inside this hip line if you get the arm bar. If it's outside, you're not going to have the arm bar. So we're start with this drill. Same thing we've been doing for the last few weeks. Cup the back of the tricep. Bring your arms crossed like an X. Check the chin. Kind of cupping his neck here a little bit. Not super low. More up on his chin. Flip the hip. Remember, you're elevating as you cut your angle. Clamping it down. Elevating as you're setting that second leg. Clamping that down. Pinching those knees in nice and tight. I want you guys to do that arm bar 2 times on both sides. The next we're going to add, you're going to do your 4 total the regular arm bars, and then we're going to add a kind of a hip jump arm bar. So what Daryl's going to do, he's just going to post his arm just up on my chest right here, okay? And I want you guys to just hop up into it, okay? You can grab the elbow, it's fine. Just start more dynamic entries. The same movement we've been doing, it's just popping those hips up, almost like you're looking for a triangle. If you need to go here, you gotta dig it up, that's fine. But the key here is this back leg. When I hop my hips up, this back leg's digging. I'm gonna jack my hips up higher. Okay, so this leg goes in here, that lifts my hips to hop it in. So go, boom, nice and high. Okay, kind of like our swinging arm bar drills to one side. If you guys have not seen that basic arm bar before, where you're just hopping into this class, just do the first one. All right, rather than jump all the way to the elevator. Okay, guys? Good? Here, whether he's way back here, I have the option to get the arm bar. It's just more space I got to cover. Now, the more space I have to cover, a little bit more difficult it is. Like, this is my dream arm bar here. Daryl just lays it across, and everything's nice and tight. I can just climb it up. A lot of times that perfect situation is not going to happen. So I got to sense when Daryl gives me his elbow, when he starts coming inside of my body here, I have the option to attack. So the way to set that up a lot of times, I'm sure most of you guys have seen this, like, we're here, boom, bridge, pull across your body and you start climbing it up. Have you guys seen stuff like that? Okay. So the problem with that is, as soon as I go on Daryl's arm, Daryl's like, oh, no way, buddy. He's going to keep me from getting it because he knows as soon as I clamp on it that it's something I want, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using my hip movement in my body, and I'm going to start attacking other parts of his body to get this elbow to drift inside. So the first one we're going to do is a basic flower sweep entry here. So Daryl's down on my closed guard. He's got his elbows. He's clamped in here. I'm having a hard time getting anything going. So I'm going to start opening myself up. I'm reaching this hand, controlling his head, reaching this. Okay, so detail here. When I'm controlling Daryl's head, I'm controlling the back of his skull, not his neck. Back of his skull, and I'm kind of keeping my elbow pinched on his arm here. Okay? So I'm going to start digging in like I'm going for a flower sweep here. Okay? I'm keeping his head down. Now what I can do in this position is I'm taking for this flower sweep and get my thigh to elevate here. Start using my thigh to get that elbow. Okay? So this is the more advanced stuff, right? You guys spent 4 weeks practicing the arm bar to get here. So don't get freaked out by it. Just take your time on some of this stuff here. So I got my hand on the back of Daryl's head. If you guys are having trouble seeing this, feel free to come around. I got my hand on the back of Daryl's head. I'll take this piece a little bit to the camera. Hand on the back of Daryl's head. My elbow is on the inside of his forearm here. Okay, there's a little bit of pressure here. My other hand is reaching down for a flower sweep. Now notice I'm opening my legs. Keep my guard nice and open. I'm moving through this flower sweep here. Now watch what happens to the back of my thigh as I bring this leg up. It's going to push Daryl's elbow across. I'm kind of popping into a high guard motion. So Daryl's elbow's flipping out a little bit. I'm going in for my leg hook. Bringing this up. Pinching my knee in. So as this knee comes up, I'm flaring my heel out. Clamping this up. Now I can dig out this arm bar. Okay? So here, I got the back of his head. Reaching for flower sweep. I'm thinking nice and deep. Daryl's thinking, oh, he wants flower sweep, he wants flower sweep. But really, I'm starting to cut an angle here. Dude, use my hips, pop this in. I'll hit my high guard. If you want to do that arm bar out, that's fine too. You guys really get to spin under arm bar. Like in here. See how my hips are kind of up? I'm almost stacking myself here. Daryl, keep stacking me. I can keep spinning out of this, ready to spin under arm bar. Then we're bringing the head in front of me, bringing the leg in front of the face. That's a little more advanced for me now. Okay, can you see that one more time? Yeah. There's always one person who's not ashamed. Everybody else is thinking it. Only one person is brave enough to ask me. Head control, flower sweep. My hips are doing the arm bar motion. Okay, so it's the same steps as what we were doing before. It's just I'm doing them in a different order, basically. bringing up this leg. So I'm starting to cut my angle here. I'm pushing off this hip. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my hips and my thigh to push his arms across. Just like this. Okay? Get the elbow outside again. I'm bringing this thigh towards my shoulder here. I'm jacking that knee into his shoulder. Boom. Pulling this knee towards my chest. Kind of coming out. Pop that elbow to the side. Nice and tight. We already all sorts of options. Like this armbar in. Yep. John's got it. We're good. Let's go. So the flower sweep is a great way to get stuff going, especially in no-gi. In your guard, in general, those your submissions are going to start through sweeps. Okay? When you're in guard, you start going after submissions. It's really obvious. If you get a sweep going, get their base kind of moving, then their adjustments for their base start opening up submissions. So it's always good to build your back game off of sweeps, because as you're trying to sweep, they're going to make mistakes and you can pop into a choke or an arm lock. So the same thing here. Daryl's going to be nice and tight. Boom! I'm digging this leg hook nice and deep. When I go to this leg hook, I want to try and get my knee to Daryl, put it tight to my head to Daryl's knee. I want to be nice and deep here. I don't want to be really shallow because he's just going to attack me. So here I'm controlling. He's keeping his elbow outside. Now Daryl's starting to posture up here. Okay? He's starting to kind of make this flower sweep position difficult on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go for my sweep here. So I'm keeping Daryl's head. I'm going to swing this leg out. Okay? Going this direction. I'm not going down. I want to go up like a 45-degree angle here, like I was trying to roll backwards. And my other leg's going to kick in the back of the shoulder. So you guys know this basic flower sweep. I go boom, and I roll Daryl over, and I get mount, I smile for the cameras and all that. What's going to happen now, since Daryl's felt me kind of dig to that leg hook, he kind of knows I'm going to sweep. He's going to keep his hips back. Here, got my position. So when I go to sweep here, Daryl actually posts off me to prevent it. He posts that arm. Yeah, he posts this arm, prevents the sweep. Pop in that arm on. Okay? This is like Pedro Sauer 101 stuff. So I'm here, when he's out front. I think this flower sweep. I try to go high guard, I just can't get it. So I start kicking his base. So he posts to protect. Come right up. Nice and high. Pop those hips up. And we're on this elbow. His elbow's outside of my hips. So I go, sweep. He posts on me. Attack. Alright? We won't spend a whole lot of time on that because it's relatively simple. It's one of those opportunities that's there. You guys keep hiking those hips up. We'll talk about what to do if he goes too far back and can't get the armbar. We'll look at that next. Collar tie here. Remember, you're getting the back of his head, on his neck. Kind of keeping this elbow in the collarbone. I want you to reach underneath the leg. Start to dig in nice and deep here. Daryl knows this is bad news. Okay? So what Daryl's going to do, he's going to lift his head straight up. You see how his hips start coming up? He's starting to go back here. Okay? He's making space on me. Good. He's hanging out in this position. He's trying to stay as far away from my attack as possible. So what I want to do here is a position called K control. It's a pretty weird position, but it's really effective. I use this all the time. So see how my hips are flat? I don't want that. I'm going to climb up. This heel in the back of his back. Run to the back of his back. I'm gonna keep my yeah, shut up. I'm gonna keep my knee clamped into his chest here. Alright? So my hips are up, clamping this in, I got my knee in his chest. Now I want a grip. This is okay, his head's too far away, I'd rather have this back grip. Alright, but anything he gets fine. We're gonna work on this back grip right here. You guys look at this like this is retarded. Like I said, I play this all the time, it's a really great position. So I'm here, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to keep this attached to my hip, pin this down, flare my knee out like I'm going for a flower sweep. Here, you see how Daryl posts? As Daryl starts pedaling back, up in my triangle here. Okay? You guys are like, oh, but it's an armbar series. The armbar's next. Alright? The armbar and the triangle are like jilted lovers. They're like always right there, but they're kind of separated. They're close. You like that?
Yeah. Wow. Oh shit.
Alright, so
edit that out.
I got the head. We gotta have fun. I got the head. I'm digging for my leg hook. Daryl postures up. Now, when I know I need K control, if Daryl stays on his butt here, you know, if he stays on his heels, I'm fine. I can just go back to my closed guard. But if his butt comes up, I can't really get back to my closed guard here. So I'm staying nice and deep on this leg hook. Elevate my hips. My knee in his chest, clamp this heel back. This is a little more advanced position you guys can do it though, I promise. Get this wrist, and you flare this knee out like you're doing like a gi butterfly guard sweep. Like a gi flower sweep. Boom. Lift with this leg. Daryl post. Jump rope that arm. Catch that head. With this triangle in. One more time, guys. The arm bar's coming, I promise. Boom. He comes up. K control. Get this wrist. Out. Comes back. Lock in the triangle. Okay? So it's a basic triangle setup. You guys done this 100 times. He posts. I jump over the arm. Right? You guys seen this from? You guys seen this from? Oh, the overhook. Boom, I jump rope that arm. You know, we do it all the time. It's just a little different application of it, right? Remember, we're going to start with just the flower sweep here, so don't worry about K control for the first one. From here, okay? So what's going to happen is I'm going to go for my sweep. I go boom. And Daryl's kind of sitting his butt back. So what I'm going to do is he sinks his butt back. I'm bringing my flower sweep back in nice and hard. Now as I do that, so you see this leg hook here? See how I'm palm up? We go palm down and grab his ankle. So as I come back, look right over into this belly down arm bar. Okay? So it's important. I got this leg hook. As I'm coming back into it with this pressure, I'm just picking that ankle out. Just pull that toward me real quick. So I'm here. Boom, I go flower. Daryl starts sinking back. Right to this arm bar. This belly down arm bar, like we're doing from the back and turtle, same thing. Just bring this knee down over his shoulder in front of his face. Hug this nice and tight. He ends up going up to his knees. Oh, then we're back into this spin under arm bar fight that we were in. You all right, Joe? Oh, yeah. Okay. So you flower sweep out. As he starts backpedaling, boom, pull that ankle in and hit him with this leg. You have to fall over it. Just a little, like, quick little trip, right? Boom. I don't know, I'm looking for Kelly for confirmation.
I have no idea.
She always tricks people. That's why Kelly has a corner cubicle. You can't trick people with that. That's now, you do the same thing from K control, right? So Daryl's got his hips up. This is the more advanced one. His hips are up. In my K control position, I go here. He starts coming back. Into my arm bar. Same thing. Just bring that leg back. As I'm hitting him in the upper body, I'm just picking that ankle out. Here, palm down, boom, pull it. One more time. Here, I go for my first sweep. Daryl resists. He starts coming back. Let's go with that arm. Right, so start with the flower sweep.